Hello and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix and this is Fallout 4 Crazy Shanked. And we are here in Good Neighbor, nowhere near where we were last episode. In between episodes, I had a chance to go back home, unload some stuff, do some crafting, you know, basic maintenance between episode stuff. So let's go speak to Hancock now.
How's Good Neighbor treating you, Tuds?
Good Neighbor is treating us very well, citizen.
What are you looking at?
You ever tried chess? Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game going. Keep that in mind.
Something up?
I just need time to recover, you know?
The deed is done. The dreaded Sinjin breathes no more.
All by your lonesome, you took down the big bad Sinjin.
We
get
didn't
to
get
walk
to the top
that
of this
tightrope
town
of
by
freedom
playing
one
fair.
more day. Take this for the effort.
You played your part in serving justice to those most deserving of it.
I'm gonna miss these little conversations. Ah, Kent, my man. Why the long face? You got what you wanted.
I was tortured. Almost died. It's not like the radio plays at all.
Hey, who hasn't been tortured from time to time? The price of throwing down with the man is always a few scars. Pick yourself up. Good Neighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
What would the Shroud be without his faithful friend, Rhett Reinhardt?
This means a lot to me. I'm gonna need some time to heal, you know? But then I got a special project in mind, just for you. I'll fire up my radio station if I make any progress.
Got a lot on my mind. Excuse me.
The Silver Shroud has now done justice for the people of Good Neighbor. Brent Reinhardt, Kent Connolly, you are a companion to the Silver Shroud, and your efforts will not be forgotten. Let us see if the Silver Shroud radio is still working. Excellently done. Now to Good Neighbor. Ah, yes. Good Neighbor. Home to many good citizens, and yet also the scum of Boston. One must ever be vigilant, for crime knows no face and holds no home. It can appear anywhere at any time. One must be ever vigilant. And that vigilance comes in the form of the Silver Shroud. Ah, yes. Come, friend Strong. There's justice to do. The question is, what? While it would seem that the Silver Shroud's radio is not currently working, perhaps some other is. Some other that can lead him to justice. What could be out there for the Silver Shroud? Sounds of battle are nearby. Quickly, friend Strong, the Silver Shroud strikes, for death is in the air. What foul miscreants could be polluting the streets of Boston near Good Neighbor? Ah, insects, of course. Foul winged creatures. So many wonderful things carried by these raiders. Unfortunately, they had to pay the ultimate price to these insects. Sad for the loss of human life, but these raiders were barely humane. But their humanity undenied by the Silver Shroud. Come on, Boston, is that the best you've got for me? The Silver Shroud shall reign victorious. What is going on over here? Strange sounds are heard by the Silver Shroud. Ah. It seems that whomever was here had very little desire for these particular items. Alright, Boston. Let us see what you've got for me now. Interesting. What could this elevator hold?
Going down. Ground floor.
Ah.
God damn it, I'm getting tired.
These raiders are familiar to the Silver Shroud. Their leader once
Damn straight.
felt the justice of the Silver Shroud, and now lies dead on the floor. However, these raiders have held no malice towards the Silver Shroud, and their justice shall be met someday, their sentence suspended for now. The darkness of the night shall be banished by the light of the Silver Shroud. However, the sharp staccato of gunfire draws the attention, and the Silver Shroud approaches quickly, seeking to find what has happened and caused the gunfire to go off. More insects, it seems. And further amounts of valued plungers. What could be happening here? Who dares fight the companions of the Silver Shroud? Perhaps a mystery that shall never be solved. Yes, raiders run thick in the streets here in Boston. It is the price you pay for justice sometimes. There are things out there far worse than raiders. Far, far worse than raiders. The Silver Shroud is there. Who asks, citizen?
There now.
Boston, your winding streets, and your nighttime beauties. Ah. The fiery light of a Molotov cocktail reveals where the voices are coming from. Alas, that is not a place that the Silver Shroud wishes to seek at this time. No, instead there is far more to see in Boston. One just has to open his eyes and go. For I am that man, the Silver Shroud. Vault Tech. Ah, yes, a formidable foe. Most formidable indeed. Though not bankrupt in money, they are bankrupt in morality. Let us go explore this Vault Tech regional headquarters. Perhaps there is something there that can solve the mystery that is Nora. Come along, friend Strong. There's much to see and much to explore. Come along, friend Strong. Are you coming? There you are. Down indeed.
Basement.
What could be here in the basement? Many Vault Tech containers and others.
Strong impressed.
Foul ghoul, you have been victim of the Silver Shroud. You shall not attack humanity anymore this day. Excellent. Oh goodness. A wealth of containers. Ah, weapons. Most powerful and useful. Walter Scott's terminal. What is this? Far too complicated to get in this time. Ah. And that door is even harder. Well, it seems this basement has revealed all its secrets to the Silver Shroud and her companion, Strong. Come along, friend Strong. We have more to see elsewhere in this strange place. Come along, friend Strong. You wish to stay in the basement? Fine. That is your choice.
Going up. Lobby.
The Silver Shroud is certain that Strong can catch up if Strong wished. Well done. You've thrown yourself against the might of the Silver Shroud. Foul ghoul. none shall stand against the Silver Shroud and her explorations. Ah, way up. First, let's see what else there is to be seen. Alright, second floor. The Silver Shroud shall now see you. Much to see, but not much to do, it seems. However, that is better than much ado about nothing. Ah. Dr. Reed's terminal. How interesting. Perhaps some other time, Dr. Reed. Marvelous. These ghouls were no match for the Silver Shroud. Ah, supply room. But nothing supplied here. Not today. Let's see what further things this Vault Tech Regional HQ provides. Ah, excellent. Further amounts of plungers. Those can be put to excellent use by the Silver Shroud. Long had she searched in her exploration of the Vault Tech Regional Headquarters. She would keep hearing things, mysterious voices, and distant footsteps. However, only rarely did it result in anything of consequence, such as ghouls. However, in the end, there were few ghouls and even fewer things of worth, much of which was unnecessary and heavy. However, the Silver Shroud still explored, and would return one day for more. Well, with little more to see, other than the beauty of Boston herself, the Silver Shroud would continue her explorations, waiting to hear from her companion, Kent Connolly. But today is not that day. Today is where we say thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And if you do, please remember to do the usual YouTube thing of like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, because that really does help. If you also would like to support my channel, do please check out the links in the description down below. I'd love to see you all on my Discord server, or even follow me on Twitter. So anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.